Brett from Regional Reports. Thursday, just after 12 p.m. on the 10th day of January 2013. Brett.
Okay, guys, your water tanks, you need to divert your overflows further away because they're undermining the tanks, and that's why your tanks are leaning. There's a little bit of weather. There's a weather stop missing around the corner, down the side of a post, and you've got to move the garden shed further away from the structure. Other than that, everything else is pretty good. It's just needs general maintenance. That's all.
There's two other water tanks on the other side of the property there. Are they the same as these two?
No, just these two on this side, on the right.
Just those
side.
two, so they're okay?
Yeah, because I measure it from the front.
Yep.
And then you've got right hand side and left hand side from the front.
Yep.
So when you go around here, because this is a bit of an extension.
Yep. Is the extension look like it's been well constructed?
Yeah, it looks like it's been council approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old would you say the house is generally?
The old one, it'll most probably be mid to late. The original would be mid to late 70s, most probably.
Yep.
Right, and you've got just your weatherboards down here. So you need a weather stop just there.
Yep.
And the only reason why I say mid 70s to late is because it's got fibro sheeting around your laundry.
Would that be asbestos?
That would be, yes.
It would be?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that going to be a problem?
No, just paint it. It's
just paint it, so don't touch it.
Yeah, just paint it.
Yep.
And that's all you need to do.
Right.
But these two tanks here are okay.
Yep.
They just need to be diverted further away from the house.
Yep.
Because the overflow is actually on that side.
Righto. So that's.
So it's run against us. It overflows against the side of the house.
Yep.
So it's just a bit silly.
So with water going in there, was there any active termites found?
No. The only thing I found is a bit of termite damage, and that was in some of the fence posts, and also the posts in the barn.
Okay. And was the property at risk of any termites at any time?
Oh, property's always at risk.
Okay.
Yeah. We always recommend that you should do if it's a low set brick home, you should always have a chemical barrier treatment in place or a termite management program.
And does this property have one?
No.
So you recommend that?
Yeah. Now, termite management program starts off basically at a termite inspection at 6 to 12 month periods, or you can go through and get a chemical treatment done.
Yep.
Because there's termite damage we found around the outside, you would assume that you go for the higher rating, which would be the chemical treatment around the outside the house.
Okay.
But that's entirely.
But definitely no activity or evidence.
I didn't find any activity inside the home today.
Yep.
Or any termite damage inside the home today. Only in the old barn.
Yep.
In the barns and the old farm structures, we don't include those on the building report.
No worries. Is there anything around this side of the house you want to make comment
No,
on?
everything's fine there.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. We might just do a quick walk for him.
Yeah.
Not forgetting he's overseas.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, mate. This is just what we normally do when a buyer's purchasing. Just have a walk around with the inspector.
Yeah, see, you've got termite damage in these old things. This is fairly old.
Yep.
And it's the same as what's in the barn, which we'll show you.
But nothing active on this property.
No.
And like from the property, what do you reckon that is? Is that 7 metres? About 7 metres?
That would be. Oh no, it'd be 8.
8 metres.
Yeah.
Yep. I've done the right thing by putting the concrete path around.
Yep.
And can you just explain why that's a good thing?
Well, the concrete path, what it does, what a concrete path does around the outside of the house, is it stabilises the soil around the outside of the house as well, and that reduces any movement and it reduces your cracking in your brickwork.
Yeah. And would you recommend that would be a good idea to do around the rest of the house, like when you're doing your chemical barrier for the rear of the property?
If you're going to put a chemical barrier in, I'd put a reticulation system around under the concrete before you put the concrete slab in.
Yep.
And so that you can repump it every 5 years.
Can you just explain reticulation system for Greg?
Oh, a reticulation system is just a pipe that goes in underneath the concrete slab.
Yep.
Right, and the chemical is pumped through the pipe, and then it spreads out into the soil. Right. And that normally happens against the side of the house, where underneath the concrete slab.
Yep. And your overall comments on the property?
It's average.
Yep.
Yeah, it's major
Average for its age.
Yeah, average for its age.
Yep.
Minor defects are average, and major defects are low.
Yep.
You know?
So,
And this is the old termite damage. Now this damage was here when I was here about 6-7 years ago. I can still remember it. There's the post there, and over here.
there's a lot of moisture there, isn't there?
Oh yeah. Well, that's why. That's why we don't. That's why we don't put them in the building report. So I'd be writing this up for another half an hour.
Hey, so Brett, just with you being, you just said you've been here 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You would have done it for the current sellers.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember who they are.
So
I can remember the house.
yeah. So mate, after that 6 years, do you think the house is weathering well?
Yeah. I don't think they've done a great deal on it.
No. Okay.
Because that still looks like the same paintwork.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all different colours.
Yep.
It was a little old lady had it.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, no. Look, it's just that if you go to the clean up,
Yep.
wash some of that mould off the walls and the gable.
Yep.
Put some insulation in there, it'll be right.
And prognosis for the future, not putting you on the spot, but
You'll try.
I'm an agent.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, look, I think it's got good potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make a good little rental.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. If you like solitude. But when I live on my own, I don't. I need to be busy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
It's quite a good home.
Okay.
It's still a good home from when it was here 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, there's not very little has changed.
Yep.
Only the water tanks, most probably.
Well, there you go, Greg. Not a bad report. And Greg, Brett will email that to you.
Yeah, we'll email the report to you tomorrow.
Yep.
As long as the payment's in.
Yep. Bloody flies.
Yeah.
All right. See you, mate.
Okay.